I met the UN in Cambodia and then in Bangkok, and the UN office in Bangkok is so big, and I went there with the US journalist Len Woodruff, and also Len Woodruff he come to Vietnam, and I don't know the reason why, and I asked him to come to visit me in Dalat, but he said he have no money, and that is the thing that I cannot understand. Why the UN officers, but and the journalists of the US, and before he come to Ukraine for working for I don't know how long, but he told me that UN created in other we have the refugee, right? Refugee around the world, and then I just don't know why UN don't have me. And if I blame the president, how I must blame, right? And the thing that I cannot go to the US or the other nation, that is always UN. But the UN, when I say about the UN, I cannot say the whole world, right? The UN just the people that they work in the office only, right? And because of the UN, don't allow me to go to the other nation, and the UN don't support me in Vietnam when I go back. And I blame the Pope, and I blame the president. I I will be wrong, right? I will be wrong according to the society, right? And I must blame the UN. I am I am right, right? Because in 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 the world, the president they just protect the nation interest, right? And the UN officer is the one to protect the refugee around the world. But right now, I come back to Vietnam, and the Vietnamese people and Vietnamese police beated me terribly, and the UN don't have me. So what do the UN do in this planet, right? Is that the UN officer don't want human right. Everyone live in this planet, whether normal people, whether the UN officer, whether the president, the king. We all the same people, right? We all the same people. But the reason why the Vietnam treated me terribly in Vietnam, but the UN don't raise for it. And Ban Ki-moon, he is the chief of the UN now. And I saw he went to Russia with Xi Jinping. What is that? Ban Ki-moon, he is, I think, I don't know who he is. He is Thailand, or he is Chinese, or he is Japanese. I don't know, because I don't know the reason why Ban Ki-moon don't raise voice. And because of the UN don't have me, and I have terribly lies in Vietnam, and I blame the Pope Francis, and I blame the whole world president. I'm wrong, right? And I know that the world the working the world president will understand about that kind of thing, right? everything will come from UN officer. The UN's officer in Bangkok, so big building, and I went there many times, and then and I enter the UN's officer many times, and I sit there and I drink something there, and I place the internet inside the UN's in Bangkok. But I don't know why I cannot success. It's just so easily, right? It's just so easy. Because at all, I I live in Vietnam, and I had a terribly life when I was kid. That's why I want the ticket to go to the West, to go to the US, to go to Australia. But the UN don't allow. And then when I go to Vietnam, I ask the UN in Cambodia the protection, and they said you should go home and nothing will happen to you. We will, and they don't say that they protect me. What is that? It means that the UN is the seller, right? Sell human. UN officer in Cambodia and in Bangkok. If they don't allow me to go to the other nation, the UN must be the one to protect me in Vietnam. But they know. They don't protect. The reason why. This is not the thing that I did in Vietnam. That is not the responsible for the Pope Francis. It's not the responsible of the president. The Pope Francis or the president, they just the one to govern the nation, and they don't want to interfere with the refugee. But I can go to the other nation. That is all the UN was the one to decide. That's why, and I back home. I just so sad about the UN. The reason why the UN's just the organization to help the refugee, but until now, they always say the good thing about refugee, but they don't even reaction. And how the president will deal with that? How Putin will say with that? How Trump will say with that? How Xi Jinping will say with that? How will say about UN? And right now we should close the UN officer because the UN knows, right? And I'm sorry that I so dizzy my head. I am so hurt my heart, and I blame the president. I have no right to blame the president, right? But I am so dizzy, my head so hurt. Who I have to blame? And today I talk clearly about the UN. The UN supposed that create that organization must have the refugee, right? And now the UN don't even know the responsibility to the refugee. What is that? How we call UN? And right now Ban Ki-moon. Why until today Ban Ki-moon don't raise voice? Why today until today Ban Ki-moon don't protect me? And how much the salary Ban Ki-moon have in each month? And I have no money at all, and people treated me each day and badly to me each day. And this is the where president must understand. And I say one more time, I'm sorry because I blame the Pope. I, I blame the president, the world president. But nothing because, a man terribly lies. My mom must work terribly and must die. And no one come to help. And sometimes I just crazy in my head. Because too many problem around Vietnam, in Vietnam. Suppose that I come to Vietnam and someone from the UN must protect me, but until today, no. And right now, I ask the world president must check UN. Thank you for listening, and I stop this video.